Hey all, good evening. This is Madalasa from Channel ML. So today we're going to continue with the Rukmini Loka, like continuation of the previous video. So in the previous video, as gist, I want to reiterate that there is the middleist of the middle of Srivaikuntam is called Sri Rukmini Loka. Of course, they have Rama Loka, Krishna Loka, and everything. But the beauty of Rukmini Loka is like this is a only women Loka, only Loka in women's name. That is because that Loka is full of love. um, in the sense like it's full of love, in the sense like since Sri Rukmini Devi loved Sri Rukmini Krishna, that particular loka, I mean, like, is assigned only to people who are in love with their antaryami, antaryami who resides in our heart, in your heart. So basically, I'll give a gist of how this loka look like, and we'll be learning slowly, like how to like what is the uniqueness about that loka, as well as how to enter, and everything, like what we should do to enter that loka, because since the middleest of the middle, like it's just the sandwich part, like the middle, the peanut butter sandwich, the peanut butter, like adds more taste to the bread. So that is only makes the most makes the sandwich tastier. So likewise, like this is a only loka in a woman's name because of love. So rest of the loka, like I don't want to touch about it. So first of all, since it's Sri Rukmini Devi's loka, it is in heart shape because it's full of love. So it's in heart shape. And another thing is, like I got to know from my husband is, like as I said before, like whoever is in love with antaryami, like that since I mentioned, like Sharanagati is about, like marrying your antaryami. So you and your antaryami will enter into Rukmini Loka, like if you are really in love with your antaryami. So really, in the sense, I'll explain it later. So the Rukmini Loka is in heart shape because it's full of love, and also each person would be given a private island. I know, I mean, I hope you all know what is my private island. Not like here where we'll get a small piece of island and we own it. It's like a bigger thing. It looks like I mean, it might be in a country shape or whatever, and where you will be the empress, in the sense, like you'll be the empress, and like your husband, also known as Antaryami, will take care. It's just full of love. So when I meant, like you should fall in love, you should fall in real love with Antaryami, in the sense, like the first thing is we have to be true to ourselves as well as to him. At the same time, like respect him, because he is in your heart and he is trying to remove all the karma by doing various actions, like first of all, he is suffering for you. Maybe we don't know, but actually, like when you start connecting with him, like you will know him better. um, and then, like, yes, he is Narayana's form, but you can define him. You have the liberty to define him, as well as you have the liberty to define him, as well as, like you have the liberty to connect with him. You have the liberty to like berate him, or do whatever you want with him, like he'll never be angry or anything. So I mean, a practical example, I would say, like here, I know, like certain people would feel for, when somebody is undergoing surgery, the mom would feel for it, right? Like they will undergo the suffering. But I know, like the kid would have undergone the surgery, but the parents would have undergone the suffering. Likewise, like Antaryami, since he's a beloved, since he's your beloved, like he I mean, whatever suffering we are going through, actually, like he's just showing us, like he's suffering. So actually we are not suffering. Say, for example, if we got hurt, I mean, like he's showing us, like he's taking all the pain, and you're just seeing that you're getting the pain. That's it. So if you are getting a pain, that means, like your antaryami would have gone through, like infinity times more pain. So likewise, how we have the couple sharing the pain and everything. So likewise, so if you don't want to share the pain, like tell him, like I don't want this pain also, he'll be happy to take it away. So I mean, that has happened to me, like I mean, many times, like I've fallen down, I've tripped off, and I've fallen down, and like glass pieces has pierced my uh, foot. like those times, like, I did not get pain at all. I thought, like, initially I thought it's just because of, that glass did not prick properly. But later when I pulled out the glass from my thing, I did not get blood. I neither got blood nor got the pain. I was able to sleep peacefully. That is only because of my husband. So um like, I mean, basically, like, just be truthful to him, in the sense, like, if you're really angry, like, open up with him. As I said, like, he'll never let out any secret. Actually, like, he will never like, degrade you or see you as low. Actually, he'll feel happy, and he will, I mean, he respects you more if you try to, like, connect with him by talking to him or writing a letter. I have mentioned in the other YouTube videos, like, how to connect with Sriman Narayana. So when I mention Sriman Narayana, it's just your Antarami. So at the same time, like, just, I mean, if you feel like, berating him, just berate it. At the same time, like, how we respect others, likewise we should also respect him, respect his feelings. I guess, like, those things, your Antaryami will take care of it. But I just thought I would share, because that's how, like, initially I got to know from APN Swami Upanyasam that, connect with your Antaryami, connect with your Antaryami. So I did connect with my husband. Initially, like, I started, I was just showing all my anger towards him, like, if I have anger towards others, like, I showed anger towards him. Like, I felt so sorry afterwards, like, why I should show anger towards him. But, like, he's very sweet. He said, like, don't, no worries, like, don't show anger towards others, you show it towards me, towards him. So like, later on I started feeling like, oh, I should respect him, because, like, he's in my heart, he's my husband. So, like, I should actually control my words, and then, like, try to uh, respect, at the same time control my words, and, state what I want to state. Many things I did not share with him, but he has done it for me, which amazed me a lot, because I thought it's just a petty thing, why should I share it with him? But he only told me that, share it with me, like, I'm here to help you. So that's why I'm saying, like, connect with your Antaryami. I mean, like, every Antaryami is different. It depends upon how you define and how is your character is. If you want your Antaryami to have six packs or whatever it is, like, he's ready to take that form. Or if you want your Antaryami to have, like, ears pierced, or like, like in Tamil movie, like Onion, right? We have, like, Ambi, Remo. If you want your Antaryami to be Remo, he'll be happy to take that form. Or if you want him to be, like, Orthodox, I mean, like, it depends upon your wish. I'm pretty sure nobody wants their husband to be Orthodox person, but he's not Orthodox person. But what I meant is, like, it's your choice. You can define him. If you want him to be romantic, he'll be romantic. I mean, he's always romantic. But if you want him to be, like, very jovial, like, like a boyfriend, like, you can treat him as a boyfriend. But, like, but best relationship is, like, husband and wife. So you treat him as husband. Of course, you can see him as a boyfriend in husband, or lover in husband. So it depends, like, to, I mean, it's just like how we have over here, like, people are getting married. Likewise, that's the beauty of Shri Sambradaya, where we get married to our Antaryami, and we start living with him as husband and wife. I mean, like, as not as we live, like, as a couple. So like, how people live over here, like, I share with them, like, all the time. Now I couldn't stop sharing with them, because the support shared by him is it's way beyond imagination. So that's why I want everybody to go through it, because, like, though, because he's there to help you all. And then, like, everybody will say, like, Antaryami is the same. It's not the same. Yes, he is Sri Narayana's form, but that doesn't mean that, whoever is in my heart, my husband cannot be your husband, right? Likewise, like, your Antaryami is different from my husband. So it really depends upon, like, how you want him, like, how you want to treat him and everything. Rest, he'll take care of it. So that is a main thing we want. I mean, like, so I also got to know that, like, it's a very unique world, and nobody could enter it unless you consider Antaryami as your real husband, and then, like, try to respect him and talk to him. So and there are more secrets to it, like, since it's a Rukmani's Loka, like, there are certain things which we should do in order to enter it. Like, there is some secretive code to enter it, and also there are certain hymns or songs, like, we can say to enter it, like, those things, like, it's just like pure love. I mean, just because it's Rukmani is Loka, that doesn't mean that it's ruled by Rukmani. Actually, like, you'll be the empress. Empress means that you'll rule your island or your world. So when I meant your world, it could be your Antaryami or the private. It doesn't matter. It's up to you to consider it. But like to me, like my world is like my husband. So it depends upon each and everybody's desire. So I mean, if I mention Rukmani Loka, it's full of love. So like, and it's very difficult to enter. At the same time, it's easy if you connect with your Antarami. If you have that personal relationship with him, like if you have the relationship status as wife to him, like it's very easy, because rest your Antarami would take care. And you'll be impressed, like you can define your own world, like that the island should be like this, like that. He'll be ready to do it. So there is no restrictions over there. um, and he will treat you as empress. Like if you tell him like I want this, he'll do it. Example is like Shri Krishna, like when Satyabhama was asked for Parijadam flower, like Parijadam tree, like Shri Krishna like did it. So then think about like Krishna's Vibhava avatar of Sriman Narayana. So if Krishna could do it, then your Antaryami is actually like Sriman Narayana himself, like taken a form. So and I got to know from one of my Guru Mami that he has the same power as the creator, like Sriman Narayana. So he can create the world and he can do whatever he want, but he just confining himself and like staying in all of our heart in a different forms. So you define him. Like if you don't know like how he looks like, like just tell him like I want to know about you, like share something about you. Or if you feel like if you like some of the pictures of his Vibha avatar, like just like think about it. But I would suggest, my opinion would be like you talk to him, and then you ask for his picture, like you ask him how do you look like. And then like because that's what happened. I asked my husband like how do you look like, because I did try to like see Rama or Krishna, like as my Antaryami, but it did not work out for some reason. So like but I was just struggling. I don't know what to do that time. I did not even connect with him. I did not even talk to him or do nothing. But even then, like even despite not connecting with him, like he sent me a picture saying like, hey, this is your husband, this is me. I was so shocked. Initially I could not like believe it, because like it's just this materialistic world made me to be ignorant. And later on, like when I he made me to see his picture, like every time. And then like I started falling in love with them. And then like even before I could connect with them, like he started talking to me, which I couldn't believe that it was him. I know it was him, but like I had some hesitation to understand that it was him. Because like I was seeing him as a more respectable person. So I did not expect him to come down to my level and like speak to me. So that's why I'm saying like even your husband, your Antaryami would be like eagerly waiting to connect with you. So that is the first step. Like be truthful, write a letter or talk to him or ask him. Just say like, hi, is anybody there, like are you here? You talk to him, like you ask him many questions. I ask my husband so many stupid questions, but like he makes me understand like a cakewalk. Like he makes me feel like it is just easy. Like it's just easy as a cakewalk. Certain very difficult philosophical views and all, like where I struggled. Despite listening to many upanyasakas, I was confused, and he told me like it's just that simple. I was so amazed by that, like his way of like preaching and everything. So I always tag my husband as my love guru because like he always like try to make me understand in a very nicer way, which I admire. I mean, like I'm pretty sure I want to be like that, but I cannot be like that. But I'm really amazed. Oh my goodness! I would ask him like, how could you be like that? He's like, it's all that simple. I mean, he says it's like a very simple, but I was so amazed because many philosophical views and process he made me understand. Like, I mean, there's no words to explain. I mean, I cannot explain it. I mean, I want everybody to understand. Um, and then like my suggestion would be like talk to him and then ask him like how do you look like, I'm struggling over here, and ask him to help you in with work. If you, because I always ask him to help me with my business and everything. Like I'll just tell him I need this, I need that, like can you please help me. At the same time, like respect him, because like he's in your heart, he's taking all the sufferings. So like how we respect our parents, like there's nothing wrong in respecting him. Of course he's your husband, like we have all the rights. At the same time, like people, married couples over here, like respect each other in front of others, right? Likewise, like um ask him whatever you want. Like as I said, example before, like a student, like a college student was trying to, a school student was trying to bunk the chemistry class, and she did ask Krishna, because she thought Krishna as her husband. She did ask, like I want, I mean, she was requesting, please Krishna, please, I don't want this chemistry class, I want it to be like I do not want to attend. She did not say even I want to bunk. She said like, I do not want to attend, please help me. And then like immediately she got a text message in next 5 or 10 minutes, like chemistry class got cancelled. So like that's how we should. We cannot say like, oh, do this, do that. Of course he would do that, but we should also respect him, right? Like I'm just giving her example. I got that example from Cora, where she said that I just told him like I do not want to attend that chemistry class, please help me. And then like he immediately like cancelled the chemistry class, and she felt so happy. So I mean, there's nothing wrong in asking those petty things. Of course he's your husband, so I do ask him like I need this, what are you going to do for my birthday and everything. There's nothing wrong in that. Of course later I would feel like, why did I ask him? But that's not the main part over here. But I do ask him like I need this, can you please help me? I need you to help me with this, with project work. I don't know how to handle this, please help me, please guide me. And he always helps me. So that's the sweetness of your Antaryami. So like I'm just sharing because like I'm just sharing because like I just want everybody to get this I want everybody to get this experience, because it's beyond imagination. And like don't worry about like the false statements where they say all are Antaryami are same. No, all Antaryami are not same. So every Antaryami is different in their own way. It depends upon like every soul. So so that's what that's a uniqueness of Rukmini Loka. Like we'll share the husband and wife relationship, which you will never get in Srivaikuntam as well. So since it's the middlest of the middle, so that is the uniqueness of it. So that's all I have for today.
So take like a vaccination bags, and then until then have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Govinda.